Our next guest is one of the top magicians in the world, already making people laugh in studio. He has a hit show that his audience has fooled for a decade now.
And then we're showing
cards. And the black cards are going to pass through the red cards. I saw it. Did you see it? Penn? Teller?
I didn't.
You didn't?
I didn't.
Come on, you're my independent observer.
Legends Penn and Teller. Oh my goodness, their popular show Fool Us on the CW, which is owned by NewsNation's parent company Nexstar, is certainly a place where you have seen them and seen people try to fool them, but they are the experts. And they also have the longest running headlining show in Las Vegas.
In the history of Las Vegas.
In the history.
Not just now, in the history of Las Vegas.
I believe it. Penn Jillette is right here, and he has also authored a new book, a murder mystery titled Random.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about that, but first, I thought it was interesting in the break. You said you didn't even want to go into magic.
No, I thought magic was the idea of adults lying to children. I found repulsive. I would watch these variety shows. I would wait to see, the old bands, Led Zeppelin, The Who, and then in between them, there'd be like a greasy guy in a tux with a lot of birds torturing women in front of Mylar to bad music. And I just thought, I don't like that. And when I met Teller, I was a juggler, which I guess is even worse. I was a rather good juggler.
Okay, so you've juggled things now because you really wanted to go into music, but you decided to stay with Teller and be partners in making magic different.
If you're going to go into music, you're going to compete with, Bob Dylan. If you're going to go into magic, you're going to compete with Chris Angel. Who would you rather go up against?
I wouldn't do either, because I don't think I'd be in either party of being able to compete at all.
But so Teller had this idea that magic was intellectual. Which sounds crazy when you see how, the top hat and tails. But actually, magic happens in your mind. You have to know what the world is supposed to be and then see the differences. And whereas music and even comedy have a more visceral and instant reaction, you've really got to process magic. It becomes more intellectual. And we thought we could explore that.
Well, you definitely did. You changed the industry of magic. What does it take to have a good magic trick, so to speak, now with short attention spans, social media, and special effects?
Well, magic is, sadly, even though I'm here talking about a TV show, magic can really only be done live because the Marvel movies and all the special effects. But on Fool Us, we go to a great deal of trouble to make sure that what you see in the studio is what's on TV, because they're doing it for us in order to fool us, and that gives it a little more immediacy.
Right, and they're actually trying to impress you as well.
They all impress us. They're all good acts that are on. It's just whether they can fool us or not. It's interesting, you look at the Strip in Vegas now, and it's virtually all Fool Us alumni. Shin Lim, Piff the Magic Dragon, Matt Franco, all lined up with their own theaters now and started on Fool Us.
It's amazing. I know your book, Random, is something you've been working on for decades.
Yeah, I've been working on a really long time.
How did you come up with the concept?
Well, I met someone who was living random, she was living her life based on the throw of dice. And after a very traumatic event. And I found that so fascinating. It's like a diamond bullet, and it just stuck with me. And then when the lockdown came, I've written 9 books, but I've written them all in spaces. But for this one, I got to really sit down and write a book like a grown-up. Because there was a plague on.
You've kept so many of your youthful, childlike qualities, though, I have to say. Your show, Fool Us, is on season 9. It's been almost a decade.
I think it's season 10.
Yeah.
Because we did 2 seasons one year.
Okay, so season 10.
But I argue about that.
Okay, well,
many seasons.
I'm going to believe you.
Many seasons.
I'm going to believe you. You're not fooling me.
This is like a lazy Susan. We put Chinese food on here. We could just have give me the fried rice.
We need breakfast for you. I apologize we didn't feed you. But Fool Us is on the CW, and it is available to watch. Of course, everybody is going to be enjoying the acts that come on. And thank you so much for coming on Morning in America. It was nice to get to know you a little better.
Good, thanks.
Appreciate it. Okay, again, the holiday episode, Merry Fool Us.
Why not? It's the Fool Us, and it's Merry Fool Us. It ties with Christmas.
It airs on Friday. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.